That's right, Huntsman. You know, it wasn't until I went to the first Huntsman family reunion that I realized that there's two very, very different Huntsman families here in Utah. There's the rich, wonderful captains of industry Huntsman family, and then there's my family. It's not that they're not great, they're just not very good at business, and some of them are perverted, like my grandpa. So he's living in southern Utah, and I have to drive him to the doctor's. He's getting a full physical, including the doctor wanted to do a sperm count. So the doctor hands him a mason jar with a lid on it and wants to have him fill the sample, that night, bring it back the next day. So I drive the grandpa back to the doctor's office, and my grandpa hands him an empty mason jar. The doctor says, "Well, Bill, what happened?" My grandpa says, "Well, Doc, first I tried with my right hand, nothing. And then I tried it with my left hand, nothing. And then my wife tried it with her left hand and her right hand. She even tried it with her mouth, Doc, with her teeth in, with her teeth out. Doctor, we called the neighbor lady. She tried it with both hands. She even put it under her armpit. She tried it between her knees. Doctor," at this point, I was very uncomfortable. The doctor looked incredibly shocked and said, "Bill, you called the neighbor lady?" It's like, "Yeah, we couldn't get that lid off to save our lives." My grandpa's not very bright. So I remember going to Mexico with my grandpa, and we're trying to go into a restaurant. Open the door, but the door's locked, and the sign on the door says, opens at 11:30. My grandpa realizes that he left his watch back in the hotel. So he looks around and he sees a wizened Mexican gentleman sitting on the ground next to a donkey. And he asks him, "Senor, do you know what time it is?" The man shakes his head, reaches at his hand, he grabs the donkey's balls as if to weigh them, and looks at my grandpa and says, "Senor, it is exactly 11:24. So my grandpa goes and sits down. I'm like, "What the hell just happened? I've got to know about this." I thought to my head, did this dude just did this? So I walk over and I lean down, and the best I could communicate, I asked this old man, "How did you tell time by weighing a donkey's balls?" He reaches out, says, "Come down here, senor. See the donkey?" "Yeah, I see the donkey." "See the donkey's balls?" "Yeah, I see the donkey's balls." "See the clock across the street?" And that's my time.